What's up, guys? My name is Rick. Some of you might know me as Dangerous36M. Some of you might not know me at all, which is fine, because you do now. And yeah, this is my first PokeMoshPit upload. Pretty cool. It's underused match against Dublinnaser1. Apparently I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I like pronouncing it this way. So anyway, he leads with an Oxy, and I lead with my anti-lead Spiritomb, which is gonna take easy care of that Oxy. He's gonna set up Stealth Rock. I'm gonna go for Pursuit to show him that he is not gonna want to switch out. And him thinking that he's not gonna be able to switch out, he's obviously gonna stay in. And on this turn, I'm gonna go for a Shadow Ball instead of a Pursuit, and that's gonna do a lot more than Pursuit ever would have done. So that's pretty awesome. He Thunder Waves me, not too big of a deal. I don't have any speed anyway. And Shadow Ball takes him in KO range of Pursuit. So one Pursuit is going to take him out at this point. He is going to try and go for a U-turn, but Pursuit takes care of that and takes him out anyway. So yeah, that's an early 6-5 lead for me. He did get up Stealth Rock, but I have a spinner on this team, so I didn't think that would be too big of a deal. And I'm just glad I got his Stealth Rock out of the way, because I don't want him setting that up again later. So yeah, he sent in a Sceptile, which is probably just going to go for the Stab Grass move, which is really the best option he has, because he hasn't seen anything else in my team yet. And there's really no reason for him to predict anything. So yeah, I go into Registeel to take a Leaf Storm. I see the Life Orb, but I'm not really afraid of him switching to Focus Blast, simply because of the -2 special attack, and an Earthquake is really not going to do too much, because Registeel is a great wall, and Sceptile is not too strong physically. So he's going to switch out as I set up rocks, and he goes into a Nidoking, which has a very fitting nickname, simply because Nidoking is kind of scary and underused. It's very hard to predict at first, because you never know what kind of Nidoking it's going to be. It could go special or physical. Or even mixed, and all of those sets are equally effective. So I'm thinking what to do here. I go to my Spiritomb simply, I keep saying simply, just to find out what kind of Nidoking this is, and probably just let my Spiritomb die. I see an Earth Power, which makes me think it's going to be special, because I know mixed sets like to stick with Earthquake instead of Earth Power, so he shows me Ice Beam, which just kind of proves that he is probably mostly special. And I'm going to go into Blastoise. He might have Thunderbolt, he probably will have Thunderbolt, but I'm really just going to try and get that spin off, knowing he's probably not going to stay in for a Surf. But he goes to a Mismagius, and that's kind of a problem, because it's going to block the Rapid Spin, and I really want those rocks gone. And besides all that, Mismagius is a big threat to my team. So I'm gonna go into Registeel, knowing it's gonna wall it to an extent, depending on what kind of set this is. And he goes for a Nasty Plot. Now, Nasty Plot kind of made me think that it's probably gonna be all-out offensive, with like 3 offensive moves. So I decided to go for a Thunder Wave, but he sets up a sub, and that's not good at all. So I know Nasty Plot Mismagius likes to carry Thunderbolt, and I'm really hoping his does, because Hidden Power fighting would be a big problem. But luckily he does have Thunderbolt, and I'm gonna take at least 3 of those, and to hit KO him with Iron Head. So that's good, and yeah, that worked out luckily. So he is gonna stay in, excuse me, and keep going for Thunderbolts. I think because he is kind of afraid of this Registeel, and he doesn't really have too much to switch into that Iron Head. I know Sceptile can hit him, but it's not going to enjoy taking an Iron Head switching in, so he's not going to risk that. And I get a crit here, which I don't think mattered, because he was going to stay in and try and do as much damage to me as possible, and let his Mismagius die. And now he just revenges me with this Nidoking. And that's pretty much would have been the same if I didn't get that crit. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. Or I think it doesn't matter, I don't know. Well, you never could have known. I send in Blastoise now, and he does predict that Rapid Spin this time, but I'm still gonna go for it anyway because I have a Moltres on my team, kind of as a last resort sweeper. If you play Underused at all, you know Moltres is really dominant in this game type, and it's really scary to face one of those things, especially because nothing can really switch into like a stab Fire Blast coming from a modest Life Orb Moltres, and the Life Orb is just gonna make it more dangerous because it's not Specs or Scarf, so it's gonna be able to switch moves. And if a Blastoise comes in on a Fire Blast with Stealth Rock and a minimum damage Hidden Power Grass is going to take that guy out. So it's pretty scary stuff. So I'm going to take out his Nidoking with an HP Grass because I don't want to miss an Air Slash or a Fire Blast. And now it's just going to depend on his team. I don't know what he has. I don't know if he has like a fast guy with a rock move. But he's going to think a while, sends in his Omastar. And that just kind of proves that he probably doesn't have much against this Moltres, which most teams don't. So that's good for me. I'm just going to take this guy with an HP Grass. He might not have known it was HP Grass at the time. It could have been... I don't know what it could have been, but it could have been something else. And yeah, he's going to send in his Sceptile. Now, apparently some of these Sceptiles like to carry Rock Slide when they go mixed. But his didn't, and Rock Slide does sound interesting to me. I'm thinking about trying one of those things out because Moltres really has been a problem for me as well lately. I have been packing at Altaria, which walls it to an extent, but still not that well. It's really, Moltres is fucking amazing. So anyway, that's the game. His last guy is a Hitmontop. That's not gonna stand a chance. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please come check out my channel. I put up a lot of different kind of battles simply because I get bored really easily, and I like playing different kind of tiers and battles. So and I think that's a good thing because most people don't enjoy watching the same thing over and over again either. So thanks for watching again. Hope you enjoyed, and see you guys later. Peace.